Hello everyone, and thank you again for joining me at Gaming with Geezah. This is Farm Simulator Friday, and as you can see, I've just hooked my Ford up to the mower. I'm just about to touch the PTO, there we go, because today we're going to do some mowing. I decided to get some grass work done today. Make a change from the harvesting the corn, or sorry, not the corn, the wheat or the barley or whatever we decide to plant. I do eventually want to get into corn, so obviously that will come sometime. But obviously we need to get the header first for the combine. The eagle-eyed amongst you would notice that my money has gone down by 10,000 roughly. This is because we ordered some equipment the other day, which we are now reliably informed has actually arrived. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mow this field here, and then I'm going to pop to the dealer and get the bit of equipment, and hopefully use it first off, and then we'll see where we are with the episode. I mean, the weather doesn't look the best, to be honest, so we'll have to see how well we do. If it starts raining, we'll have to stop mowing. But what I want to try and do is get some grass bales out of this field if I can. So if I line up here, I'm not too fussed if I don't get the whole field done. It won't be the end of the world. I'm purely just doing this just to bump up the food stock for the cows. Eventually we will buy a front mounted mower to go with this, but for now this is all we have, so make use of what tools we have at our disposal. Hopefully shouldn't take too long to mow the field. Like I said, I'm not too fussed if I miss bits or anything, because being it's a grass field, it will of course regrow, so we'll have a constant supply of feed for the cattle. I've still not decided yet what to put in the fields that we harvested in the last episode. This is episode 9. We're very close now to episode 10, which is a bit of a landmark episode. If I can, for episode 10 I might make it a long episode, but we'll see what happens. Missed a bit there. Turned a bit too early. Not to worry. Oops. Yeah, like I said, those little bits I'm not too fussed about, to be fair. The plan is to make, like I say, grass bales out of this. Because then I should have silage, grass, straw. Is there anything else it needs for the feeder? We've been having trouble with the Deutz lately, the front loader. We wasn't quite sure whether to try and fix it or to trade it in for something. Obviously the pennies aren't quite there yet. So whether it will mean taking out a loan or whether it will mean we actually can sell the Deutz and part exchange it in for something else. I'm not sure yet. There was another Ford with a front loader. There's also telehandlers, which I think might be better suited for the applications that we might need them for. Because obviously we've got the feeder, which is quite high. We'll have stacks of bales, stuff like that. So at the moment we're undecided. I've spoke about it with the missus, and she said just to do whatever's best for the farm, really. So I'm not sure. So yeah, I'll have to wait and see. That's the problem when you're running equipment, isn't it? You get faults and it puts a spanner in the works, so to speak, about what you plan to do. Unfortunately, we'd already ordered this bit of kit that's at the dealers now. Otherwise, what I would have done is I would have used that money towards it. It's £10,000 that we spent on this bit of kit, but it will have its uses. I'll be able to trade in some equipment that's on the farm anyway, which should give me about, I think, £1,000 back or thereabouts. So for £9,000, that's not too bad, I don't think. So yeah, we'll have to see what we do about the Deutz. Whilst I was down at the dealer, I told them to keep me informed about any special offers that they might have on front loader tractors. Because obviously if something cheap comes along, I might consider it, obviously, but then you do run the risk of it being complicated with all the front hydraulics, etc. You do run the risk of getting something that's just going to be just as faulty, which you end up going to have to throw money at again anyway. So I don't know whether just to buy new, which will give us a warranty on the item. So hopefully if anything is to go wrong, it should be fixed by the dealer themselves. Yeah, so we'll see. so you never know. By next episode we might have another bit of new equipment. I mean, the sooner we get the cows as well, the better, because they will make us money from milk supply, which will come in handy. So it's trying to balance the profits and trying to find a way to get everything we want done. At the moment I'm holding off seeding the fields just for the time being. We'll have to see what sort of price we're looking at for a repair on the Deutz or a newer vehicle. So I didn't want to plant anything just yet, because obviously I didn't want to be wasting money on that to then find I can't utilise it. Yeah, not much other than that has really happened lately on the farm. That's the major bit of news anyway. Everything else seems to be running okay. It's quite a nice little Ford this, it's been fairly reliable. Become the main tractor on the farm, to be honest. But does perform well. It pulls most things you put behind it. So yeah, it's alright. For 17,000 you can't really complain, can you? Fairly modern tractor, 1997 I think it is, 1997. So yeah, fairly new. Well, I say fairly new, you know, when you compare it to the old Ford and the International that we got, it's definitely new. We've done this field actually, it's not looking too far off. I hope you enjoyed the mod review, by the way. I won't have a set day for that. The problem being is it's difficult enough trying to get these out every Friday. It's doable, but with work constraints and what have you, just supposed to go that way. Never mind. With work constraints, it's trying to record it on a day where I have the afternoon off or the day off. But obviously in real life my wife wants to spend time with me, which is what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, family must come first. However, doing the farm sim Friday shouldn't really get in the way of that. The issue would be with the reviews. Like I said, if I set a day for them, then I'm now locked to my workload. So what I'll do for now is I'll keep them as an ad hoc basis. I'll try and get a minimum of 2 out a month if I can, but obviously I won't promise that. I also need to be in touch with Geezah about multiplayer. I've got a few plans for that on this Let's Play. But like I say, I'm still early days yet. Yeah, so that's pretty much the life update. Like I say, not much has really happened on the farm. Nothing to write about anyway, as they say. Other than the Deutz having issues. Just some days it just won't start, and when it does start it sounds really rough. You know, it's just a bit off. I'm no expert in tractors or anything, so I don't know what's causing it. It could be something major, like a head gasket or something, but at the same time it could be something minor, like a blown fuse. Could be anything. Yeah, the weather's not looking very good, is it? Don't know if we'll be caught short on this episode. Hopefully not. Try and get what I want done anyway. What I'm going to try and do is get it baled up over these next couple of days. I want to rake it up into swaths and then we'll leave it for a couple of days. And then we'll come back and bale it up. But yeah, doesn't look very promising, does it? That's what the forecast says. This is overcast today and tomorrow. Tuesday doesn't look too bad. Wednesday's looking good. Rain on Thursday. So we need to try and get it in before Wednesday if we can. Sorry about that, that was just me external hard drive warming up. I have the game actually installed on the external hard drive that I've got, which means that if I have any issue with the computer it's a fairly easy thing just to sort out. But from time to time when you put load on it, like I just did with the PDA, the hard drive will sort of go into sort of a semi-sleep mode and then wake up when you come back to the game, which just causes that momentarily bit of lag. Nothing I can do about it unfortunately, but it does back, so yeah. Geezah mentioned in my last video that he had trouble hearing me. To be honest, I couldn't remember how I had Fraps set up before I did the reinstall, so I didn't change the volume settings from the standard install, which could be the problem. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm recording the audio separately, and then I can join them together in Wondershare, which is the video editor I use. Stitch them together, and I can adjust volumes independently. Whereas with recording audio on top of the video with Fraps, unfortunately, if you adjust the volume for the engines and when you turn them down, then you lose your commentary audio, which is not what we want to happen, to be honest. Trying to keep both if we can, and try and adjust the commentary to be a bit louder. yeah, I'm very grateful to Geezah for how they've promoted my channel. I really do appreciate that. I can't say how much, because obviously with new channels, terrible, absolutely terrible cutting that. Ah well. With new channels, it's very hard to get a viewer base, because you need to get yourself out there. Unfortunately, working full time at the moment, I can't do that. So having Geezah to promote the videos is a real nice thing of them. I do really appreciate that. I owe you a pint sometime, mate, believe me. The bigger the channel gets, hopefully the better. I will look at possibly new games, such as, well, not when I say new games, I don't mean the new games that are out, because I can't really afford to be spending money on games, just at the moment, other than bits and pieces. But do new Let's Plays, I should say, so like Minecraft or Rail Simulator, Flight Simulator possibly, because I like my aircraft. Euro Truck Simulator 2 is another one I've got, so I might start doing a cross-continental series. Just a shame there isn't a day beginning with C, so I could have Continental Tuesday. Been watching some videos as well by Dirtebbers. He's currently doing a Let's Play, which is on the more realistic side of things. I have noticed though certain aspects are realistic and they are good, but tractors seem to really struggle on gradients, which I can understand for like a two-wheel drive tractor, because obviously they haven't got the tractive power, but for something like a four-wheel drive tractor such as this Ford, most of them I'd have thought would have been able to have drove up the hills that he's trying to drive up. Just seems a bit over the top. I mean, he had a class 0 on, is it 0? I forget what they're called, where you can turn the cabs around. Sort of like a tool tractor or such. Yeah, one of them, and behind him he had something small like a seeder or a baler, and it was going up a hill, which wouldn't be very steep. It would be less steep than that camber there, a lot less steep actually, and it just wouldn't go. It just kept on slipping. And then you think to yourself that, you know, big powerful four-wheel drive tractors like that shouldn't really struggle on hills to that extreme. But as I say, I'm no expert in that matter. So I don't think I'll be using the more realistic mods on any of my Let's Plays. Let's just pop this up, and then I'm going to head down to the shop and pick up our purchase, which I might actually have to do some shuffling around in here, to be honest. Yeah, so if I put that down, if I just grab this here, and I move it over here next to the tether, and then what I'll do is I'll grab the tether, to the shop. So by me doing this, there's now no prizes for guessing what I've actually purchased. Like I say, they've offered me about £1,000 for this bit. I actually drove down in the Unimog with this attached behind the back, and I took Dan out. Dan is one of the salesmen there. He had a good look at it. I showed it to him working, so it all works. And he said because of its age, and because of course it's something so small, there's not really a huge amount of demand. He can't offer me a huge amount of money. But he started off with the offer of £1,000, and I thought, you know what, that's not bad for something that's, you know, small, hardly used by me anyway. I don't really see a use for it on the farm, and when I've managed to buy a new swafer for or rake for 10,000, I thought it's not really fair to ask for more than what he's offered me for this, because you know, you can get the smaller ones for about 3,000–4,000, I think it is. Same size as this modern ones, the non-treaded ones. Ooh, there we are. That looks like it's on a bit of kit there actually. Very nice. So if I just park that on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop into the shop, see if I can see Dan, and just make sure that that is actually ours before we hook up to it. So I shall be right back. Hello and welcome back. I've just been in to see Dan, who actually this is what I like about this dealership. Even though they'd offered me £1,000 for the actual tedder, which as you can see is now gone. It's now inside. They're going to strip it all down and oil it all up and whatever. He actually looked on his books, and he actually offered me £1,200, so £200 extra. So that's a bit of a help. So thank you very much, Dan. Whilst we're in there, I also had a quick word about telehandlers, and they're not cheap, put it that way. I'm just trying to think how to say it. The one I was looking at is 145,000, which is a lot of money. So I think for now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to repair the Deutz and see how we get on. So that's obviously chose the way that we're going to work, hasn't it? So now what we're going to do now is we're going to head off back to the field. We're going to rake up, and then we're going to call it a day for work wise. I need to pop to the shops and get some food in for the farm. Might be lazy and have a takeaway tonight, what do you reckon? Pop down the pub even. Here's an idea. I'll pop down here with the wife later and have a drink and a bite to eat. And then we'll come back in a couple of days and we'll bale it up. But for now I'll show you the raking up. Quite a good little trailer this, because as you can see it actually steers with you. At least that's quite a tight entrance. But as you can see, it makes it in. So then what I need to do is set this up. There we go. Now does V lower them? does. Good. So, and B should turn them on. Yeah, there we go. Right, so yeah, the reason why we decided to go for the bigger rake was just purely for the fact of the small one's just going to take too long to rake bits up, and also we're thinking perhaps to use this after harvesting as well, you know, with the combine, because with this you can get 2 swaths into one, which will reduce the amount of time needed to do baling, and this can be done whilst the harvester's harvesting. I'm going to be teaching a friend of mine how to operate the harvester. He seems fairly keen on the idea. He likes his farm equipment, so I thought I'd give him a go, see how he gets on. He's never driven anything big before, but I'm happy to give him a chance. We all have to learn somewhere, don't we? Oops. There we go. Yeah, we have to learn somewhere, don't we? And I'm a bit over, but I want to make sure I'm getting all the stuff at the edge. And after all, that's what we're doing at the minute, isn't it? We're learning the ropes. We've not really done farming before. This is a new adventure for us because of Grandad. So why not give somebody else a chance, eh? This field would be done in no time, wouldn't it now? If only I could get a mower deck that was that wide. Like I say, I know it's only a short episode, but I want to save quite a bit for episode 10 if I can. Episode 10 won't be hugely long, but I want to try and make it so it covers all aspects of the farm, because it will be sort of like an anniversary episode for us. We'll see where we are financially by the end of that episode, and I see the market by buying a cow. bet there's some of you watching me doing this saying, no, don't do it that way, do it this way. I know it's not the most efficient way, but I'm covering all bases, so that's all that matters. Not far now. Need to refuel the tractor in a moment. About done, to be honest. Oh well. Not to worry. So we can get that with the baler. And then just the final bit. Perfect. So let's head back to the farm. Put this away and fuel up the Ford. And then I think we want to call the video quits. Like I said, I know it's only been a short video. It's just been working on that little field there. But as I'm trying to make this realistic, of course every single video won't be about the two big fields. There is other parts to this farm, and I'm hoping that eventually it'll be pretty self-sufficient, where I'll be able to do the grass bits between doing the harvesting of crop, whatever the crop be. Oops. Things like that, you know, so to make life easier. That'll do there, I think. I'm gonna just a bit near the tree, so if I bring that away. And they're just branches, so that won't do any harm. Go. So go refuel the tractor and put it away. Not sure where you refuel with this map. Is it here? Yeah, there it is. I thought it was somewhere. Nice and dirty now. Definitely been worked. There we are, so put it away. As you can see, I've had a bit of a sort out down here. These are just the tractors in here now. I'll take to the other part in a minute. Oh, just about made that. Perfect. There we are. So yeah, so I've got my tractors in here for now. Those both need a clean. And what I've done is I've put my baler and the harvester in here. I was thinking about putting the header trailer in here as well, but I thought I'd leave it over there because gives me more room to manoeuvre in here. So that's the end of this episode. In the next episode, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be turning this field and the other field over yonder over, get them seeded and fertilised with the next crop. The grass field we just mowed and raked. I'm going to leave that for a few days just to settle down, and then I'm going to bale it and collect it. I'm thinking of putting the bales actually in the other pit out of the way, so we've got grass all this side and we've got the straw bales over the other storage sheds, which are just over in the distance over there. Keep things nicely organised, and then we'll see how things go. It's looks like it's going to be turning into a nice day now, typically when I've finished. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please feel free to comment, rate and subscribe. I shall see you next Friday. Bye for now.